What's up, everybody? Dark 1985. There's levels to this. Yo, got a quick 30-minute session with Doc for you guys tonight. So, as you guys see the title of the video, I have an ASUS ROG Ally problem. Now, if you saw the video, you might be thinking that I'm talking about the charging station dock thing, but nope, that's not what I'm talking about. This is a dilemma that I'm having, but I gotta admit, it's actually a really good problem, and it's a problem that I'm sure people are experiencing with their Legion Go as well. Depending on your situation, there is a possibility that you are gaming more on your Ally or your Legion Go versus your main consoles or even possibly your PC. Now, if you had a Switch before and you did this and you gamed a lot on your Switch, it's a little bit different because the Switch has specific games that you can only play on the Switch unless you were like emulating or something. And there still was a purpose for your other gaming consoles. The problem with these devices, which again I admit is a good problem, is that for certain individuals out there, these consoles are about to make your these gaming handheld PCs are about to make your consoles and your PCs obsolete. Not obsolete in terms of power and how well they run games and stuff like that, because as great as these things are, they still are not at the same level as a Series X or a PS5. Like, let's not get that confused. But as far as usage wise, to some people out there, this is going to be a way more convenient way to game. And before, in the past, if you wanted to play handheld or mobile or wherever you were locked into playing cell phone games or playing Nintendo games. Now you literally can play nearly everything. The only thing that you can't play on these things are Sony first party games that come out day and date. Right? Because they don't drop day and date on this. But as far as Xbox goes, every single Xbox game you can play on these things. And that's if you want to buy the Xbox games from the Steam store, or if you want to buy the Xbox game from the Microsoft store, or if you want to go ahead and subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate as well. So I'll give you the example as to what I'm dealing with right now, and this is how it wasn't even a question. I can see it. I am currently playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Go follow me on Twitch if you want to see gameplay of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, when you're on Twitch, yo, what's up, Jason? Now, when you're on Twitch, oh yeah, I'll talk about that here in a second, Jason. When you're on Twitch, what you're watching me play Red Dead Redemption 2 on is my my Series X. So it's running at 30 frames. The game looks phenomenal though. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how beautiful this game looks. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, the fact that this is an older game, yeah, the game looks phenomenal. And the world is beautiful. Like, yeah, the game is ridiculous. That game won Game of the Year, I'm assuming. I don't know if it did or not. Doesn't really matter. The game is phenomenal. But anyway, so I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on my Series X, but I'm also playing it on my ASUS ROG Ally. And I started playing around the same time on both of them, right? Because I had it on the X and I had it on my Ally. Because I thought that I would be able to use like cloud saves. I don't know why I thought that Rockstar had like cloud saves and it would transfer between both, but it doesn't, unfortunately. Even though I'm part of the like the Rockstar Social Club or whatever, it doesn't transfer over. So I ended up having to play two different game files. I have my game on the Series X and I have my game on the ASUS ROG Ally. Well, to make a long story short, I am way farther along on my ASUS ROG Ally than I am on my Series X, and this is why. Whenever I sit down to play on my TV now, right? Because I'm with my family and everything. Whenever I sit down to play on my TV now, it has to be intentional. meaning I know that I have at a minimum an hour block where I can sit down and game. At a minimum, right? I can sit down and game. When I'm playing on my ASUS ROG Ally, it doesn't have to be intentional like that. I could literally play 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, to all the way up to 3 hours at a time, depending on if I've already started gaming or not and I got more time than I thought. But throughout the day, I find little pockets to play, and I end up playing more on my ASUS ROG Ally than I do my Series X. My PS5 is like non-existent in my gaming. Like I barely turn that console on. Like it's ridiculous, you know. But nothing bad against the PS5. It's just the way it is. And now, because of my ASUS ROG Ally, my Switch has now taken a back seat. I was real heavy in playing Breath of the Wild. Like I was finally, getting through Breath of the Wild, and the game is phenomenal. The game is beautiful. Like the game looks great and everything. Like I really like the game. But being able to pick up AAA games or whatever game I want to play with seamlessly is a different experience. And the other thing that my ASUS ROG Ally does is that when it plays well with my Xbox, it plays well right with my Xbox. What do I mean by that? If you guys saw my wrap up that I put up as far as like all my time played on Xbox, you guys saw that Starfield is my number one played game. I think it's Apex Legends and then Starfield, right? But Starfield is a single player game, and it's up there with the likes of Apex Legends and Halo Infinite. So that is impressive. But the reason I've been able to play that much Starfield is because of my ASUS ROG Ally. And I need you to understand it, guys. My ASUS ROG Ally runs Starfield. Not only does it run Starfield, it runs it extremely well. The Lenovo Legion Go also runs Starfield, and it runs it extremely well. And what I mean by extremely well is that if you see that game at low settings, it is still phenomenal. The same way that when I play Red Dead Redemption 2 on my ASUS ROG Ally on low settings, it is still phenomenal. It still looks beautiful. I typically don't like to mess around with the settings or anything like that. I just let the game choose whatever settings it wants. And for freaking Red Dead Redemption, it chose the textures to be ultra and then everything else at low, and it looks phenomenal. It looks beautiful, and it runs really great. It runs at 60. I'm getting 60 frames per second on my ASUS ROG Ally on Red Dead Redemption 2, so it is beautiful. On my on Starfield on my ASUS ROG Ally, especially if I have it plugged in, I'm looking at anywhere between 45 to 60 depending on where I'm at. But because it's a VRR screen, it's still crazy smooth. So it is my ASUS ROG Ally problem is that I use my ASUS ROG Ally more than I use my consoles currently. And again, it's not just one sitting. When I want to sit down and game, this is what it comes down to. When I want to sit down and game, I do prefer my Xbox. I just like the feel of the Xbox. The Xbox controller is phenomenal. Xbox feels like home to me right now. So I really like the feel of the Xbox. However, when I don't have time like that, I'm just trying to get gaming in or whatever, bro, ASUS ROG Ally all day. I could take it everywhere with me. Sometimes I gotta go like to run errands or something, and my son has to run into a store or whatever. Oh yeah, you go ahead, you run in there, I'll go ahead and I'll stay out here and I'll play a little bit. And it's literally grabbing the ASUS ROG Ally, taking it off of hibernation mode. I don't put it in sleep mode because I want to save more battery, and then I just game. It's a fingerprint. My fingerprint is what turns it on, the fingerprint sensor, and I'm in it. I don't gotta put it in a code or anything. The Lenovo Legion Go, you would have to put in a code, but it works the same way as well. So I'm telling you, man, these things are freaking amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. But Jason, I see you, man. Jason says you can play VR now too. Yeah, you can play VR on the you can play xCloud on VR. I saw somebody tweeted that on Twitter and they tagged me on it, and as soon as I saw it, you could call ISO or you can ask ISO. I called him. I was like, yo, ISO, whenever you get a chance, I want you to try something for me. And I told him about it. And he was like, oh, snap. Okay, I'll try it. And he tried it. He called me back a little bit later on and told me about the experience, right? It's not a perfect or flawless experience, right? But he was extremely impressed nonetheless. He said, no, it works. He said, no, it works. You can literally play if you have a Quest freaking headset, VR headset, and an Xbox controller. You have an Xbox. So obviously I turned around and I tweeted Xbox is VR, right? To see if anybody would get mad. But nobody took the bait. Nobody bit. But I thought that was pretty funny, man. But yeah, and then I asked ISO, I was like, yo, what is Xbox trying to do? Why Xbox is trying to take over everything? So I don't know if you can see Wendy the Cloud is just how people play. Oh yeah, Jason. Yeah, Jason. It's inevitable. We're not when people say we're not there yet, we're not there yet. Yeah, we're not there yet. But I'm gonna tell you what makes more sense, Jason. Being able to play anywhere makes more sense. Exclusives are starting to look more and more silly. Not being able to cross saves starts looking more and more silly. You know, Apex Legends, right? Which again, one of my favorite games. They just implemented cross saves, and what they did was they combined, if you have multiple multiple profiles on different platforms, they combined them all and they figured out how, like, what your highest rank would be and all that other stuff, and you were able to carry on all the points that you gather, all the money that you gather, everything. And it was, when my son told me about that, I was like, what, for real? And I went ahead and I logged on, and as soon as I logged on, I had the update and it did it. It pulled in. I didn't even know I had 4 different profiles. So I had 3 different profiles. I had a profile on a PlayStation, a profile on Xbox, and a profile on EA. Is it EA? On a profile on Origins, and it pulled those all in. And I have enough tokens to buy like the next 3 legends whenever those drop. And it was phenomenal. But now whenever I play on my Xbox, or I play on my Legion Go, or I play on the ASUS ROG Ally, or I play on the PlayStation 5, it's all the exact same account, so everything transfers over. All my skins transferred over. So I had like some really cool skins on PC, then I had some really cool skins on Xbox, and they all transferred over, and I got everything. That to me makes sense. Everything being able to play everywhere. We have the technology to do that. That's, to me, is more of a recent future than the cloud thing, right? Another thing that I have, right? So I actually have one of my favorite PlayStation games, which is Horizon Zero Dawn. That's one of my favorite PlayStation games. Okay, one of them. Forbidden West for me was alright, but Zero Dawn is one of my favorites. Okay, I remember I loved the story of Zero Dawn. Like, I wanted to see what happened at the end. I was intrigued by, you know, the whole concept of old and new technology together. Like, it was dope. To me, it was cool, right? But I went ahead and I bought the game on Steam as well, because again, I really liked that game. And I played it on my laptop with the 1660 Ti, right? And it looks good, runs great, and it was, you know, phenomenal, whatever. But now that I have my ASUS ROG Ally, I'm excited to see how it runs on that. But what I thought about when I played Starfield on my ASUS ROG Ally and everything just transferred over seamlessly, how dope would it be if, yeah, I beat it on PlayStation already, but if I can have that save file just transfer over, man. Just transfer over. Like, that to me makes sense, bro. That to me makes sense. To be fair though, not every single Xbox game is a play anywhere game. I think if you go to Game Pass, you have to look to see what the list is, or they'll tell you what games are play anywhere games. We could probably Google it. Let me see. Xbox play anywhere game. But I want more. I want more of these games. I want as many games as possible that play anywhere games, because that does literally turn your freaking ASUS ROG Ally into a, what's it called? Into a freaking Xbox. Progress goes with you. Oh, okay, pick up where you left off. Okay, so here we go. So there's 328 games that are part of it. Huh. All right. I'm gonna mention the big games that I see as I go through this list, all right? And then we're gonna end the stream there because I know I came in a little bit late to this. Yeah, I remember Phil Spencer called out Remnant 2 for him wanting cross saves. Oh, did he really? Yeah, bro, cross saves makes a huge difference. All right, let me see. I'm gonna call out what at least what I deem are big games. So, Persona 5 Tactica is a play anywhere title. Starfield, obviously. Halo Infinite, obviously. Sea of Thieves. Ooh, Persona 3. Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remastered. Alright. Mortal Kombat. Okay. Back 4 Blood. Star Wars. The Skywalker Saga. Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Sunbreak. Okay. Like a Dragon. Okay. Star Wars. I already said that. Origami 2. Forza Horizon, right? High on Life. That's very nice. Hades, thank you. Okay, Psychonauts, Persona 5, Vampire Survivor, Hollow Knight, State of Decay 2. Bro, there's a lot, bro. Hi-Fi Rush, Turtles Revenge, Guardians of the Galaxy, As Dusk Falls, Ori Will of the Wisp. The other Ori's not on here? No, the other Ori's not on here. Very interesting. Fallout Shelter. What is that? Is that a... I don't even know if that's that might be a mobile game. Let me see what else. I'm just looking at big names. Like a Dragon Gaiden, the name will erase his name. Okay. Let's see what else. I'll go to the next page. Oh, Transformers. I saw a few people talking about Transformers. Sea of Stars. Okay, perfect, because I need to play that. That's a very high rated game. People really like that game. Forza Motorsport. Very nice. Dark Tide. Okay. Oh, I gotta download the finals. Somebody at work told me to download it. Deathloop. What else? Let's see. Pentiment. I haven't played that, but I might give it a shot. We'll see. Doom. Okay. I mentioned like another Like a Dragon. A lot of Like a Dragon. Well, there's over 50 pages of games, so I'm not gonna go through all of them, but there you go. Scarlet Nexus. I heard that was a good game too. Tunic. Heard that was a good game too. Shadow of War. Ghostwire Tokyo. Yup, I played that. Forza Horizon 5. Yeah. No Man's Sky has the same thing. Okay. Sifu. Okay. So again, it's not just games that are on Game Pass either. Play Anywhere games, man. Gears. 4, 5 Tactics. Damn, man. Let's. Oh, one was done. Just Cause 4. Recore. I love Recore. Redfall. Scorn. I might give Redfall another shot. We'll see. Wasteland 2. I heard that was good. Yeah, there you go. So, a pretty decent amount. Nope, Cyberpunk was not on there, bro. That's not good, right? You would think Cyberpunk would be on here, right? Nope, Cyberpunk is not on here. I didn't see it. But yeah, Play Anywhere. It's fire. They need to add more, obviously, right? But here's the thing, Jason, again, it's like if I know ASUS ROG Ally, right? I'm playing right now Red Dead Redemption 2 on my Xbox and on my ROG Ally. But whenever I'm playing on my Xbox, I'm taking time away from my game in the ASUS ROG Ally, which would have had me even further to beating the game because the game is really long, right? And so I'm like redoing missions that I've already done on my Xbox. I mean, the game is phenomenal, so I'm still having fun. Like, even though when I'm redoing missions, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm supposed to do in this mission. I'm still having fun, but it is kind of like, okay, man, do I need to, what do I do in this essence, you know? But do I keep playing on my Xbox, or I just play it on my ASUS ROG Ally and finish it? And then today, I don't know if you saw the video, Jason. My it wasn't today. It was like yesterday. I figured it out. Or the day before yesterday, my dock is messed up. But apparently, people have been saying that the ASUS dock is like a little flimsy, which I never saw that before. But I'm gonna go on Amazon and get me a better dock and better power cord and go from there. But I am disappointed that the freaking dock messed up, because it was an expensive dock and it was like $60 or something. But it is what it is. But yeah, my ASUS ROG Ally problem. Saw that video. How is that thing so expensive? Also, oh yeah, bro, that dock is expensive, man. Well, because it's the power brick with the dock. I think that's where they messed up. Most of these docks don't have the power source also, right? So the power source is something else, whereas this thing is the power source, the converter, like it's all right there in that little block, you know. So that's why I think they probably where they messed up. But yeah. Hey Jason, check out the background that me and my son have on our devices. That's fire, right? He's got is that Miles Morales or Spider-Man? I don't know what suit that is. And then he's got the blue rings around his. Usually I have the green rings around mine, and then I have Master Chief. And they're both kind of like, they're not staring at the camera. They're both kind of in not like a thinking type of stance. That's dope, right? Fire, yeah. Console Warfare. Oh yeah, bro. The Legion Go. But Jason, I refuse to put those two machines up against each other. I refuse, cause it's right now it's not fair to the Legion Go. It really depends like what you want. The Legion Go is still phenomenal, bro. I'm telling you, when I hold that thing in my hand, like I was playing a little bit of what's it called, oh my god, a little bit of Starfield on my son's account. I turned off the camera and everything. Yeah, the game is, bro, the thing runs the game beautiful, and at 800p with the RSR, I'm telling you, Jason, RSR is freaking magic, bro. Oh my god, I like RSR better than FSR. People say that FSR is better. I like RSR better than FSR. That thing is phenomenal, but it is what it is. But alright, Jason, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream a little bit early tonight. It's already 11:52 over here. I gotta go to sleep. My son wants to go to the gym in the morning tomorrow. He's tired of going to the gym in the afternoon, so we said we're gonna get up at 5:30. So that gives me 5 hours and 30 minutes to sleep. So, and I'm 38, so I gotta get all the sleep that I can, bro. So I gotta go. You think who should do a OLED? No. I don't think so, man. I think that's perfect for the Steam Deck because of what the Steam Deck is trying to do. I think that's genius and perfect for them. But what I think is that I mean the Lenovo Legion Go, that screen is beautiful already. That screen in OLED would be phenomenal. But what they need to do is, number one, don't have a screen that's not natively landscaped. So I don't know if you knew that, but the Lenovo Legion Go, the screen is not natively landscaped, so it's caused problems in certain games. I haven't ran into any issues yet, but apparently some games run problems. And number two, I do believe every screen should have VRR. VRR is a game changer. Like, bro, you could play a 45 frames per second game on the Lenovo, on the ASUS ROG Ally, and because of the VRR, you'll still think it's smooth. Like you won't know no better, bro. I promise you. If I let you play a game on that thing, you'll be like, damn, okay, it's smooth. I've never seen it skip. I've never seen it nothing. So, yeah, VR over OLED for sure. But I, Jason, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Jason, bro. You've been there from the beginning, so I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Dog 1985. You already know, puppy. There's levels to this. All right, guys, we out. Peace.